Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Rumour in the Mirror today, over here in the UK, talking about a move by Arsenal for Carlos Bacca. Now, Carlos Bacca, now 30 years of age, plays for AC Milan. Milan said to be interested in selling him. And they're asking about 20 million euros. And the Mirror going big with this story today that Arsenal are battling it out with Marseille for his signature. Now, when you kind of read into the detail, there is no detail. Basically, this is, I don't know, just a story out of the blue. I can't see how Arsenal would be interested in buying Carlos Bacca at the age of 30. A couple of seasons ago, yes, we were linked with him. He was scoring a lot of goals, but I just cannot see this. I just think this is one of these stories that's just been put out there. And as I said, there's no detail to it, no basis to it. And I'm basically saying, no, I'm not having this story. I can't see that Arsenal are in for Carlos Bacca. The stories regarding Olivier Giroud continue though today. It's still being said that West Ham are like really interested in signing him. West Ham are willing to offer him a contract, willing to pay the fees. They want to deal with Arsenal over this. Will Arsenal be willing to sell Olivier Giroud? There's been reports, on both sides. Some of them saying that he will be surplus to requirements this summer when Arsenal bring in a big striker, maybe a Lacazette or somebody like that. Giroud won't get the game time that's required, and he wants to be playing each and every week because he wants to get into that France squad for the World Cup, which is taking place next year in Russia. He's already sort of establishing that World Cup squad, and he sees a lack of game time as something that will keep him out of that, so he'd be willing to move. That's the one hand. The other hand, a lot of people reporting that Arsene Wenger does not want to sell Olivier Giroud. He likes Olivier Giroud a lot, which I think is true, and that he doesn't want to let Giroud leave. But again, this is one of those that's going to run and run throughout the summer. I get the feeling that Arsenal will keep hold of Giroud, although Giroud is going to want more game time. He didn't, have a lot of game time last season. He's going to want more game time because that World Cup is definitely a factor for players next season. What about Kylian Mbappe? It's gone very quiet on the old Mbappe front. It was frenzied a couple of weeks ago. Seems to be looking like he's edging towards, more moving towards Real Madrid. He did, however, send Arsenal fans yesterday into a little bit of a frenzy by liking a post by Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez, who at the moment is playing over in the Confederations Cup in Russia. By the way, Alexis Sanchez came on yesterday and kind of turned the game. Chile beating Cameroon by 2-0. But he liked a post, and you know what it's like. If a player likes a post, all of a sudden it's, wow, he's liked the post, he's coming, he's teaming up with Alexis. Now that would be brilliant. I wouldn't read too much into Kylian Mbappe liking that post. Toussouma Asano, remember him? We bought him last season, hasn't played for Arsenal, went immediately out on loan to Stuttgart. And it was hoped that he'd go out to Stuttgart, get a lot of experience over there, play well over there in Germany, and then be able to come back and play in the Arsenal first team. However, that doesn't look like that's going to be happening at all. He's been refused a work permit, apparently, according to reports, and will have to stay at Stuttgart for another season. So that's another guy that will not be able to come and play in a striking position. Remember, we've got a couple of players still out on loan where their futures are also up in the air, Wojciech Szczesny, Joel Campbell, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens to their careers at Arsenal. But yeah, Toussouma Asano will not be coming back to Arsenal by the looks of it for next season. And this one I was looking at regarding Lyon. Now, Lyon apparently trying to buy Bertrand Traoré from Chelsea. Traoré last year was on a loan at Ajax and he played really well, helped them to get to the final of the Europa League where they lost to Manchester United. Lyon apparently talking to Chelsea about signing him. Now, what the thought is by a lot of people over there in France is that he is going to be the replacement for Lacazette, who they think is definitely going to be leaving. A lot of people still saying that the #1 destination for Lacazette at the moment looks like it will be Arsenal. Again, nothing concrete on that. It's still something that's going on. Interestingly, the new Arsenal kit is going to be launching soon, and normally you'd want, you know, some new players to be holding up that new strip to give it a boost, although Arsenal don't even tend to do that. I mean, that's a lot of other clubs seem to really specialise in doing that. We don't even tend to do that a lot of times. But the new kit should be coming out apparently this week. So will we have a new signing to be holding it up? We'll have to wait and see. Listen, let's get into some of your comments. More players who you think Arsenal should be bringing in.
Hey Robbie, I really love the show. I think Arsenal should try and get James Rodriguez to play alongside Mesut Ozil with Sanchez up top. Not Lacazette, not Mbappe. Come on, you Gunners.
Hi Robbie, I think Arsenal should get Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Cesc Fabregas and Lacazette.
Hi Robbie, Arsenal fan from Poland. I think we should sign Lacazette and bring back Cesc Fabregas. I would also love Arsenal to sign Piotr Zielinski, my countryman from Napoli. He's only 23 years old. He's already a great player and can be even better.
Hey Robbie, Ebe here from Malaysia. Mbappe, amazing player, would love to have him at Arsenal, but for £120 million, I'd rather have both Thomas Lemar and Alexander Lacazette, hands down.
Hey Robbie, I think we should sign Alexandre Lacazette because he's a proven goal scorer by scoring loads of goals in League One and in the Europa League, which is just what we need.
Hi Robbie, this is Michael from Sydney, Australia. I think Arsenal should sign Barcelona central midfielder Denis Suarez. He's a young up-and-coming player who I think could replace Sani Cazorla quite well, and he's under the radar unlike somebody like Isco.
Thank you very much for those comments. Thank you very much for watching the show today. Keep them coming in, keep the comments coming in, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Subscribe to ArsenalFanTV.